Welcome back to the legendary story of the Dragonborn Seeker. Hi, my name is Rex Taylor, and I'm currently doing a playthrough on the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. Right now, I'm currently doing the Dawnguard questline DLC, and we just got to the area. What does she call this place? Her mother, Serrano's mother, Alchemy area, and let's just get right into it because there's no point in having this intro dragged out.
Look at this place. This has to be it. She was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know, but I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing?
Just gonna grab those and those. And I'm gonna grab, where's that?
Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
What exactly are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up.
No, this would be 1,000 times easier if I just, here we go. Her Valerica's journal. I'ma just skip a couple steps, Fine, I'll take it, but we need those. And then we need, where is it at? No, that. Alright, now since we got these ingredients, let me go talk to her.
Any luck yet?
But first, before I talk to her, let me talk to Serrano a bit about how she's feeling. Did your mother ever keep gargoyles here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating.
Tell me about your family.
There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough.
There is a way, it's a certain way if you talk to Serrano, you can end up give her the option to cure her vampirism, but if you talk to her the wrong way, then she's not going to do it. I don't know which one I want her to do, so. Were you close with them? It sounds like you don't like either of them very much.
My father... No, not really. I did spend a lot of time with my mother, but she saw me more like a protege than a daughter. What about you? What were your parents like?
Seeker's backstory? I never knew him. I grew up alone. We didn't really get along. Best that I haven't seen them in a while. I cannot talk. We're very close. I can't wait to see them again. They were good people. I missed them. I feel like everyone chooses like their character grew up alone, all alone in the wilderness, straight beast. But I'ma just pick, we're very close. I can't wait to see them again. And not really. They were good people. I missed them, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up a bad memory.
It's fine.
Let's just keep going.
Your mother maintained quite a laboratory.
I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Were you always a vampire?
That's a long story.
I want to hear it.
I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from?
I would guess it came from a Daedric lord.
Exactly.
Molag Bal.
The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift.
I wonder if Serrano
but
knows
they
that
must be
girl.
powerful in their own right
First
before
one
earning his
became a
trust.
vampire. How did you actually become a vampire then?
The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord.
How has it affected your family? It sounds like you weren't thinking clearly. Don't choose that one.
Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole.
Are you alright? Do you ever think about curing yourself?
I will be. Just give me a little time.
So I found your mother's notes.
You did? Let me see them.
What's this Soul Cairn that she
I only know
mentions?
what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the Soul Cairn.
Why does she care where you souls went?
The Soul Cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the Soul Cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the Soul Cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
True. You share her blood.
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
I already found all the ingredients.
Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest.
Okay,
Get the
Serrano.
ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Oh, wait,
Just get
yeah.
all of the ingredients into the vessel. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
It's gonna explode the whole castle. I'm ready.
Okay, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. Created a portal in Soul Cairn. Incredible.
That's pretty cool.
Simply incredible.
Anything you could tell me about the Soul Cairn?
The Soul Cairn is a tiny sliver of oblivion, the realm of the Daedra. It's ruled by unseen beings known as the Ideal Masters.
Why was your mother so fascinated by it?
Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest.
What exactly are the Ideal Masters?
Nobody really knows. As far as I've heard, no one's seen them and returned to Tamriel to tell about it.
So then how are you sure they even exist?
I've read stories. Stories about fools that manage to communicate with them. You give the Ideal Masters souls, they give you powers to summon the undead. It's all very businesslike.
Fools, why do you say that?
Because most of the stories end with the Ideal Masters duping the Necromancers, who end up dead or wishing they were dead.
And your mother's probably in a similar
I'm
situation.
ready when you are.
I am ready, but first, Serrano, you know, all about them screenshots for the thumbnail. Alright, let's get up and now. Why are we taking damage?
Are you alright? That looked painful.
You telling me this whole time they still don't think we're It was, what happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is, well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
This whole time they like treating us not like a vampire. So there's no way in there.
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Vampire. Are you saying I need to become a vampire?
Not your
that
first
I'm already
choice, I
am?
guess.
There has to be another way.
We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul.
Or I could turn into a vampire
Yours.
lord and walk right through it. Wouldn't that kill
My
me?
mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the Ideal Masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
Those are my only options.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
Become a vampire or partially soul trapped. Am I not a vampire? Do I not have vampiric drain? Do I not have the power to turn into a vampire lord? You know, I'm kind of
You made
curious.
up your mind?
If I let Serrano turn me into a vampire, will I actually be a full vampire now? I don't see another way I'll become a
Are
vampire.
you sure? I'm willing to turn you, but you need to think it through. You've become the very thing you've sworn to destroy. I don't know how the Dawn Guard will react.
Not a part of the Dawn Guard. I'm ready. Nope,
I understand.
that's not the one I...
Are you sure? You've become the very thing you've Turning someone is a I don't want you to feel like I'm forcing you into this.
You're not. I understand.
I promise to try and make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Turn me into something that I'm already
Let's go. You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong.
Welcome to the Soul
The
Cairn.
smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Got it.
Not very impressive.
Oh, not this fucking dude.
You must help me find my please, he's such a loyal. Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back.
Pretty much you want us to find his horse. I done done this quest line so many times, I just get so annoyed of hearing his voice, I just have to skip it. Alright, so there's two things we could do. We could either A, walk right up to that castle and go talk to her right now. I guess we have to now. Yeah, man, I hate doing it for the lore version, because I could just skip like a whole nother step. But if I skip a step, then it kind of won't make sense. Like, you'll have to see it first before I can just like go deactivate it. So I guess I have to do this the long way, I guess. Yay. It would be so useful if we could summon a horse right now. We're about to get that right about now. Why not? What the what? I was just joking. I was just joking. Get over here.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah. Quit moving. Wait, that hit? Huh? Wait, what? Insane. Yeah, I was just joking about that horse part. It's kind of crazy how a horse walked right past, right in there. Alright, let's get up here and go talk to this chick.